we're good.
Great.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
That's it. People have been impressed with the Kings summer, but here's what Vegas had to say, Jay, so far. Some of the over-unders were put out here yesterday or the day before. And I say some, there's, I think, 5 teams that still didn't get one associated to them, partly because I think of the concern or the worry of Kevin Durant. I think it's the Nets, the Lakers, the Jazz, still worrying about Donovan Mitchell. A few teams haven't been officially given some over-under totals, but others have. And for your Sacramento Kings, the win total over-under, if you're comfortable as a bettor, they have started them at 32.5 wins.
I don't bet, but all I'm saying is road trip to Vegas to put some money down on the Kings for the over.
Okay, and I will say this as someone that has bet before, generally more people are optimistic in betting and more people bet the over. So they're trying to get you there, Jay. 32.5. You feel really good about that?
They won 32 last year, and I think this team is way better already. I feel absolutely like right now. I'm not saying the Kings are going to go out and win 50 games next year. I think they'll
win 33.
They just have to win 33. And right now I've pegged them, and this might be even undershooting it, to be 37 or 38.
Okay.
That's still about 5-6 games over. Yeah.
And they're near the bottom. They're not the worst. If you look at the very bottom right now, I think the Spurs are at 23.5. There's a handful of teams in that 20 range of the Magic, the Thunder, Pacers, Rockets.
Those are the teams I stay away from.
Yeah.
But 32.5 for the Kings. Am I tripping, or does that seem low?
It does seem low to me. But, let's look at what are the Kings' recent memory here? I know they have had a couple years here where they played 70 and 72 games or something like that, but that's been a rough neighborhood of where they've lived, right? I mean, they've been in. Actually, last year was officially 30 and 52, right? So they'd have to get a couple more than last year, which is very possible. A full year of Fox is a bonus. You would, if it's not, then I think
you're in big trouble.
Yeah, exactly. And then the highest odds or the most wins, at least on this list. Let's see. I see the Sixers at 50.5. Here's the Suns at 52.5. Boston 55.5 games. That's the highest on the list.
Gosh, man. And see, again, I stay away from the low and I stay away from the super high, like Boston 55.5. I want to take the over on that, but that's such a high number. And as we've seen in the NBA, there's just so much room for error that I stay away from those numbers.
Yeah, if we go on last year's records, 2 teams went above 55.5. Memphis at 56 and the Suns at 64. Boston had that incredible second half. Remember, they were below 500 in the new year. They ended with 51. You got to figure they're going to get off to a better start, maybe not have as hot of a finish.
Also, I doubt you have it in front of you. What was the over and under on Memphis, I wonder, going into last year?
Oh, going into last year?
Yeah.
That I don't know, but they obviously blew that away. Right?
Yeah. Oh, I mean, not even. It can't even be close. How many games they win last year? 50 what?
It was 56, I think.
And you would imagine the over and under for Memphis was probably around 40, 41.
I'm going to see if I can find that for last year. There's no way Memphis had a very high total last year going in. Let me see if I can find that real fast for you. No, I think this is current. No, here we go. Memphis last year was 41.
Wow.
So they blew that away.
Imagine taking the under on Memphis last year.
Yeah. And the under?
Yeah. Imagine taking the under on Memphis last year.
Yeah, they cleared that by March, probably 56 wins for the